Alright, so this video in particular is about comparison yet again to times past, but this time it's about skin color and how they've politicized it. So here you go.
What do you think of white people?
White people, they straight, you know. They just like me, you know.
Okay.
They straight, just, you know, they just stay white and we black, you know.
My opinion?
Yeah. What's your feelings?
I have no opinion.
Okay. Just, so you never...
They're just people like anyone else.
It's absolutely insane that we had our crap together back in the 1990s in Chicago more than we do now in 2023. I watched this video and it actually saddens me to see where we are. Because these people didn't think the way we do now. Both black guys that got interviewed and the one white guy that interviewed were both thrown off by the question. It was almost like, why does that even matter? They continued on with a similar response with, it doesn't even matter. They're just like me. They're not any different than anyone else. Oh, how the times have changed. Nowadays, that first group of guys would be called coons, and the second would be a white supremacist. Because skin color isn't allowed to be just what it is. Skin color. It has to be an identity. It's to be a political ideology. At least that's a lie we've been told. I think we should take some tips from those guys. Stay triggered, my friends.
Man, I'll tell you what. I miss those days, because that reminds me of the 90s for sure. Regardless of the time period, it was way better back then. 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s. But the guy makes a really, really good point in this. And how it saddens him, it most certainly saddens me and a lot of other people too. He made an excellent point in saying how the white guy that got interviewed was completely confused and was kind of confused on why it even matters, you know, of why he was even being questioned, which makes sense. That's how I would react too. Even nowadays, I'd be like, why are you even asking me this question? It doesn't matter. And how he said the first group would be coons, the second would say white supremacist, and he was logically accurate in saying that skin color is literally just skin color. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. There's no deep meaning behind it. There's no anything else behind it. It's just this color of one's skin, which he's right in saying. But more than anything else, he was so spot on, because everything has to be PC. Everything has to have some sort of identity or some sort of political ideology. In 2023, 2024, 2025, and of course later on, because we know it's only going to get worse, everything has to have some sort of group, some sort of ideology, some sort of political identity, whatever, behind it. And so they're always this group versus this group, and these people are worse than these other people, and just because they're not white means they're terrible, or just because they're not black means they're terrible. And this is the reasons as to why. Everything has to be separated, because, you know, how do you defeat a big collective of individuals? Separate and make them fight in between, amongst themselves. That's how. So I'm with this guy. You know, it's just like, stay triggered, my friends. Stay triggered. You're only making it harder on yourselves by falling for these tricks that are being used. You watch too much news, you listen to too much politics, and or you're just too idiotic to realize you're being played. Until next time.